Everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. Absolute pleasure to have you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies along with us today. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I am just going to put the candidate election thingies. Oh gosh, my brain is away there somewhere at the moment, but thank goodness the guides don't need my brain to actually do their work. I'm just going to put them off either till tomorrow or perhaps some stage over the weekend because my mother is coming out of hospital. Team Granny is coming out of hospital this afternoon, and I got a message just before I started reading that they brought their release time forward by 2 hours. So let's go for it. Okay, what I want to have a look at, one of my beautiful, lovely views. So I'm just going to put off the candidate competitions that will be happening for the November the 5th election, just for a couple of days. There's no absolute rush on those at all, and things happen as they're meant to. Okay, I want to have a look. One of my beautiful viewers asked me to have a look at Dmitry Peskov. He is the Kremlin spokesperson. Apparently, he is Putin's presidential secretary. Very dubious that Putin is still alive. But he's come out and he's claiming that Russia wants peace, but Ukraine has to cede territory. Not sure quite how that one works, but anyhow. So apparently he's also come out today and said that the Putin figure, I'll just call it the Kremlin because I'm really dubious as to whether Putin is actually still alive. So I'll say the Kremlin is meeting with the top officials, the Security Council, to discuss strategy going forward in light of the UK approving use of its Ukraine using the UK's long-range ballistic missiles as well as those that have been supplied by other countries. So I have often, what's happened also is I believe that Russia has come out and said the use of ballistic missiles by any country that has any affiliation with a nuclear power is considered a nuclear attack. Quite sure how that one works anyhow. It's sort of enemy of my enemy is my friend type scenario from the sounds of it. Or friend of my enemy is my enemy. Whatever. So I do feel okay. Yes, I had been seeing for quite a while that there would be a missile silo, not a nuclear one, go poof. I've been saying that for 6 months or more now, and that happened the other day. I don't feel it's the last event. I keep getting. It's like a building. So if you think of the Putin's palace on the Black Sea or something like that, I see a building, a large building like that, also being destroyed before it really hits home that this is the end. The fact that Ukraine can then hit these sorts of targets. Now, Ukraine did not take out the missile silo. Apparently, it was a test that went horribly wrong. So I do feel that there still will be a building. It will be targeted. It will not be a public building. So it's not like it's a residential complex or anything like that. It's got shades of Putin Palace on the Black Sea type scenario. And if to back it all up, that's the card that's on the bottom, the Sun card. It's the biggest yes card in the deck, but also it does look like an explosion of some sort. So I want to have a look at Dmitry Peskov, and this card flew out at me twice, the Two of Pentacles. So I will save that as the signifier. They're telling me not to shuffle anymore anyhow. If you hear my guides, let me know. So this is very much about secret work being done behind the scenes, dark money, shady dealings, etc. The dark web type energy for me. For me, everybody has their own meanings for particular cards. So come on down, let's have a look. So we're looking at Dmitry Peskov. So the second signifier, karma. It is time, but it's also my karma card is coming for him. Okay. It is time. The wheel is turning. I've been trying to pick for a while that if it's not Putin that's calling the shots. Who's the head dude that's calling the shots at the moment? And I keep getting Dmitry Medvedev. Is that the guy's name? But I keep feeling it's more than one. So I wonder if this Dmitry Peskov is involved as well. But this is karma coming. Time for something is coming. Okay. The energies behind the scenes, the strength being stopped. Three major arcana, four major arcana if you include that one. Big reading this. It's also about the women of Russia, the feminine energy, stopping the likes of Peskov, stringing them up. Okay, so what's happening here? Yeah, new plan coming forward and new beginning. Wow, look at these major arcana. Massive new plan to bring about a new beginning with the feminine energy here and the likes of Peskov being stopped because karma, it's time for karma. These are huge cards. Now, I just do feel, and I keep saying it, and I know it's really, really hard to hear, things are going to get worse before they get better. We're talking about the Middle East, we're talking about China, we're talking about North Korea, we're talking about Russia, we're talking about all these, I'm going to say chapters of war. Now, I was going to say theatres, but it came out as chapters of war, as if the chapter needs to be completed and then turned over to a new chapter. Okay, then just thank you guys for that word. That was an interesting way to put it. The karma coming over, confusion, smoke and mirrors, having to make choices about what choice to make, emotional choices, emotional confusion, and being seen and heard and being in a very uncomfortable position. That's the karma hanging over him at the moment. He's going to have to face a confusing choice, and because he is the spokesperson, he's going to be front and centre when the pitchforks are brought forward, is the vibe I'm getting from that. Now, I know they're wands and I know they've got little lights in them, and it just feels like the people, the masses having a French Revolution moment. Okay. Finding himself more and more isolated as he tries to work his way along this path, but he's going to find he's got an obstacle. It's a snake, but it's in an infinity, an impossible obstacle to get beyond. A significant new beginning. Look, we got two aces so far. Strength, bringing a new start, new protection. He himself is going to find himself having to, and bang goes the Kremlin. And then we have the Temperance coming forward. Yeah, okay. It is very much time is near. Now, if I go on the bottom, we've got this, whatever this explosion or something is, there is then a decision that needs to be made about what path forward to take into the light through this strength, this new beginning, this new protection, or down into the dark thicket, because you've got the deer standing there in the light. And then we have, well, it's usually my Biden card when I'm talking US politics, but this is more very much about an emotionally stable, a calm, diplomatic relations. We've got here slow and steady progress forward in this path for peace, endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings. Peskov finding himself on the wrong side of history, heartbreak, loss, despair, but there will be justice brought forward by, first of all, feminine energy, but also justice in regards to the hidden agenda, and then surrender. So it's almost like the death rattle, for want of a better way to put it, of Russia at the moment. The saber rattling, this these threats. It's almost like a death rattle. Show me, guys, about this vision that I keep seeing now that when I say keep seeing, now that the missile silo has happened, I keep seeing something like, as I say, Putin's palace on the Baltic Sea. What can you tell me about that, guys? What do I need to know about that? Show me this further story about this large building. I don't think it's the Kremlin, but it's got that sort of ostentatious, half empty feel about it, if that makes sense. Like it's not a public housing, it's not an office block, it's not anything along those lines. Let's have a look. Show me this. Okay, fire and ice, fire and water, and the dawn of a new day rising out of the clouds. Okay, what do we need to know about it? Emotionally overwhelming, bringing something to a completion, the emotion to a completion, and an emotional cleansing. What else do we need to know about it? Yeah, it will cause this moment of having to choose a path forward and keep going down into the dark thicket that leads nowhere, or can choose the path of strength, protection, and light. Here it is. It's possibly already in the planning stage, but this is the event itself. Fire energy, the powerful fire message, targeting the government specifically. Could be an partially insider job, immediate future, the Two of Cups. No, okay, thank you. Oh, I love it when they give me a kick up the side of the heads. It will bring Russia to the negotiating table. Absolutely. It's the peace talks. We've got externally secrets being revealed. Wonder if this is the fact that Putin's been past for a while. Secrets being revealed, coming to the surface with this changing in time, this changing in process. Could also be some lunacy that occurs externally. I just feel like it's just things are going to be revealed that have been hidden. Things are going to be revealed that have been hidden internally. And here we've got, even though I poker shuffled and they're coming out in a different order, a new beginning, a new start. It's just going to be, it's bringing about an ending where it's just going to be too hard to slog up the mountain for the people of Russia and or the Kremlin. Going back to simpler time, or okay, thank you. And then we've got the Emperor. I'm getting, for the Russian people, the ideal of an emperor is going to be in the past and is going to be stopped. Going to be stopped. Because Putin's really set him up the same as an emperor, the same as the Tsar. We've got an emotional culmination of this devil energy, of this abuse of power and stealing. It's going to be forced to surrender its lies and conflict and betrayal. An offer is going to be made that's going to bring an ending, and it is time. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. The strength of the new start is going to bring down the current regime. I could keep going. The cards keep going with the story as I glance through. You've got the wounded in retreat, but also a celebration as this fighting comes to an end. And here we have this female figure that I always see, my Yulia Navalny card. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. it's very, I wouldn't even say it's the beginning of the end. It's about halfway through the end, if not further. I just keep seeing there's going to be one more major event that is, and it looks, as I said, it looks like this monstrosity of a ego folly of Putin's on the Black Sea. It may not be that, but it's going to be something with that vibe. Okay, love to you all. Take care. Bye bye.